And we are back. All the way. The players are starting to thin out. That doesn't make sense. We're on the home stretch right now. We are on the home stretch. We have what could be one of... No, it can't be. There has to be tiebreakers after this. But we do have a doozy of a matchup for you. We have the Madman himself. We've been covering him extensively tonight. And we have the world champion, the BlizzCon champion. He's been seeded directly into this group. Didn't even need the bottom of qualifiers. It is Dark.
Yeah, surprisingly, we've been dubbed the Haas stream as we've been following him a lot today. Been casting a lot of his series.
Is that surprising for you? I feel like we have been casting him quite a bit.
It's true, it's true. And this is the first time we're going to have Dark on stream, which would be quite nice to see.
I know. I'm hoping you don't fanboy out too much late.
Yeah, I will try and stay unbiased as a professional caster, of course, but I do love me some Dark. And you know, we'll see how these two play out, as we haven't been able to see Haas's ZvP, right? We don't know if he has anything like crazy in store for this matchup. I imagine we're probably going to see some cannons at some point.
At some point, or at least a shield battery contained.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for Haas to just go crazy, and yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried, but we'll see. I hope he doesn't disappoint.
I highly doubt that will happen. These are some of the players that we are really into, or that there's definitely a lot of hype behind them, and that hype is not unfounded.
Yeah, unfortunately, Haas, he hasn't been doing too well today. He hasn't been taking a lot of maps, which has surprised a lot of people. Like, he is playing well, but he hasn't been able to just edge it out and win a series yet. So unfortunately, because he lost against Parting, I don't think it's possible for Haas to make it out of this group, but he can still affect his opponents, especially by taking games in this round robin format.
I'm trying to do some math, and I think theoretically it is possible for Haas, if he wins this 2-0 and Special loses his match 2-0-2, then it will still come down to, I think, either maps or tiebreaker.
Yeah. And this will be our last scheduled series in Group A. If there are tiebreakers, then we will, be able to cast those as well. It kind of just depends on how everything plays out, as round robin formats usually do.
That's why they're the best.
Yeah. Remember, don't do math on stream. don't try and work it out.
It's a bad idea. I can't. Okay, so what is who?
Carry the two. Just divided by Protoss. All right, here we go. We're getting in game. It's happening. It's starting.
Oh boy. Here we have it. The only ZvP that we will be casting tonight, as this is the only Zerg player in this group, and so far it is the only opportunity we have to cast him.
Unless there are tiebreakers.
Anything can happen. That's the magic of Katowice. Alrighty then, and speaking of the magic of Katowice, this player definitely is utilizing it quite a bit. Can he take it all the way? He's got some tough competition up in front of him, but he has shown in the past that he can at least take maps. We have the blue Protoss fighting in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, fighting in the bottom right-hand corner of Ephemeron. He is representing J-Team, Taiwan, as well as the Haitian Republic. He is Haas.
And in the top left-hand corner of Ephemeron LE, we have the Red Zerg representing Korea, as well as Dragon Phoenix Gaming, DPG. It is Dark.
I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up so that I know what his nickname will be. The final boss. That is
final boss. Mate, I told you we were going to see cannons. Look what we have.
That is a forge. Well, it's just a forge so far. So it's not quite a cannon, but this is a good old classic PvZ cannon contain. Go right behind the mineral line. Try to wall off with pylons, as Haas is doing. Dark, he's going to have to either give this up or pull out a miracle.
Yeah, he did have his Overlord in position to scout it as soon as possible. He did see the pylon go down, but the cannon, it does look like it will finish up. I imagine he's going to...
anymore.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
There is not a wall anymore. Dark. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's committing to this. I thought he may, he may cancel since he didn't bother to pull any drones, but we'll see how he's able to handle these cannons. Oh.
Well, I guess at the very least he'll buy a bit of time for Dark if Haas does decide to focus on this hatchery. Dark is just going across the map of his Zerglings.
Yeah, it's like I don't think Haas has seen it, but a Roach Warren is on the way, so Dark is looking to, sacrifice his natural. Like he doesn't care at all about it. He's looking to go right into roaches and push out across the map.
Making use as much use as he can on this larva before this base eventually does go down. Haas is pretty safe-ish. I thought he fully walled off. He did not. He does have the adept though, so these two lings won't get too much other than scouting information. And what does Dark scout as Stargate?
Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried because Haas, he's going for a Stargate, which, could either be a Phoenix or an Oracle, but I don't know how useful that's going to be against these roaches.
These roaches just took down those cannons. No need for Ravagers. I did not really expect that. Wow.
Well, I mean, he's going to be morphing a couple of Ravagers anyway because he's going to be applying some pressure. There we have it, a Void Ray on the way. Nice choice from Haas.
Even pulling the queens with him. Dark.
Yeah.
He is offended right now. He is so offended. He thinks, this guy, he wants to cannon rush me. I'll show him what for.
Yeah,
Queens obviously aren't a terrible idea to bring with you. They are slow, but they are some of the best anti-air units in the game, and they've got Transfuse. So it's not a bad idea.
He does spot the Ravagers, but there are no shield barriers on the way just yet. I don't know if Haas is going to have enough to defend. The Queens are here as well.
They're slowly making their way, trying to piece or take bites out of that. Void Ray, pretty good bile, does zone the Void Ray back.
That it does.
Really
that is
much aside from that.
Yeah, backup pylon does get thrown down, so the Stargate is still powered up, but
the Stargate is powered up, but what else is? Not a lot. The biles go down onto the pylon, and everything is powered now. Even if these shield batteries come up. This Void Ray is trying to get some damage, but between the Biles and the Queens, it's not finding anything. Going straight for the pylons, Dark is. He does not want anything to be powered. And this Void Ray is the only hope that Haas has. Now he's pulling the boys, and that is the sign of desperation. I think Dark has won this map.
Yeah, he is keeping his Void Ray alive, trying to do the best he can, but it does get sniped out of the sky.
GG. And Dark takes that... That game was under 5 minutes, funnily enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I meant. Like, he didn't care at all about the cannon rush. He's like, okay, just take my natural. I'm just gonna all in you with roaches and queens. And Haas, he just didn't respect that push enough. Like, yeah, he had a Void Ray and he had some backup pylons, but he didn't have any shield batteries ready. He started making them at the end when it was too late. He didn't have any ground units either. Warp Gate was denied. It just didn't go his way.
I wonder if Dark is angry and offended, or if he's just laughing and happy because
I imagine he's chuckling to himself. He's got a good chuckle going on right now. He's like, Haas?
He had a brief moment where he was like, "Yo, this guy's trying to cannon rush me. I won BlizzCon, mate. Dude,
I'm the world champion.
I'm the world champion." And then after once his queen made it to the other side of the map, he was like, "Oh, okay, this is easy."
Yeah, again, just Haas not really preparing or respecting like Dark's push and under preparing really for it. And GG.
I was surprised that Dark did try to keep the hatchery up in the natural, but turned out to be the right call.
Yeah, really, it was kind of like a bait, you know, like, here, take this, you may think you're, you know, dealing damage. Like, Haas, you know, he had his probe at the third of Dark as well, looking to see if he was trying to, like, expand somewhere else instead. But, no, instead, Dark, he had this roach push ready, and worked out well.
And
it's
that's
really impressive.
all about that decisiveness. There's one thing that Dark is, it is decisive.
Decisive, confident, mate.
Mate, that's why he's the final boss.
That he is.
Alright, we're going to go into game 2 on Eternal Empire. Bumper is going to play, so we'll catch you then. I said we'll catch you then. I really overestimated how quick. Okay, there we go. And coming into the Eternal Empire, here we have it. What could potentially be the final game of the series. We have spawning in the bottom left-hand corner map, in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire, EELE, stressing that 10 times fast. The blue Protoss, having a few flashes of brilliance, but not quite bringing it to the forefront in the previous map. What has it got in store this time? I do have to wonder, Light. Representing J-Team Taiwan and the Haitian Republic, we have Haas. Greatest of all time, at least according to Wax Angel.
And in the top right-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, up 1-0 in the series, getting cannon rushed, didn't even care, didn't even matter. It is the Korean Zerg. He is representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is Dark.
And it looks like, yeah, there we go. Gotta keep him. Yeah, just it's nice to keep her surprised. Never really quite knows what's going for her.
She thought I was gonna say his name. I thought I was gonna say his name. I forgot his team, so I had to throw that in there. And she was like, "Whoa."
You gotta prepare or expect the unexpected. This is training.
Shout out to our observer, by the way, Kuro.
Yep. Observer or streamer handling the production. So it's the information fairy. She does try to yell in our ears if we get information wrong. But she's muted, so I'm just gonna keep going. It seems like we're going into a bit of a slower game this time, like.
Yeah, we're not seeing anything too crazy coming out of Haas, you know, no Forge First or anything like that, no Proxy either. But we do, you know, have a relatively standard now, I would say, Stargate opener from Haas. It is a little bit early, as, you know, Dark, he hasn't sent in an Overlord or anything just yet, but once he does, he should...
As we are speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind, he stops the Overlord, never mind. Not quite getting any scouting information just yet, but more to the point, will it matter in the long run?
Yeah. I mean, again, as I was saying, this Stargate is a little bit earlier than normal. So it may go off unscattered, but either way, like, you know, we do have Haas going for a Phoenix first, so he is looking to deny Overlords. It's quite nice.
Indeed, it is. It does sort of reveal your hand, but to be honest, by the time that Phoenix is attacking that Overlord, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like Haas, he isn't going for like a gamble of like getting an Oracle, getting ASAP and trying to get all these worker kills. Like instead, he's going for like consistent, really map control.
I'm not used to seeing this Haas. Haas isn't gambling? What? Haas is playing safe. I'm at a loss. I am at a loss.
Haas. 2020 Haas. He doesn't cheese every game, every second game.
Yeah. So how often does he cheese? Very often, but not every time.
Exactly. It's crazy when you think about it. You know, he used to be the one who would cheese every single game, but now he's mixing things up. You know, keeping people on their toes.
Well, speaking of mixing things up, here is a little bit of a gray area whether or not it is a cheese. it is going to be those Glaives Adepts. That good old classic Phoenix Adept build.
Yeah, that we do have Glaives on the way. And it's going to be a little bit difficult for Dark to... try to get a couple worker kills.
Gets caught out, unfortunately, yeah. Dark just completely on point if it's a fence. You don't get to win BlizzCon by not being on point.
Yeah, and again, like, because Haas went for that Phoenix opener and he is clearing up Overlords, it is going to be difficult for Dark to send in an Overlord scout and see what exactly his opponent is doing. So, you know, these Glaive Adepts could potentially catch Dark off guard. We'll see. What's that queen doing?
That's a queen. That's a queen off. I think it was chasing the Phoenix. That's probably what's going on. But yeah, once off creep, that Phoenix just zoomed on by. This Zergling is just missing the pylon of Haas. And this is a reinforcing pylon. This is where all of the army of Haas is. If Dark actually sees this, he should be able to prepare, but...
Yeah, there are a couple of wings on the way, but they just go all around it. They completely miss it, and... Oh, there it is. Now he sees it. Now he knows.
But is it too late is going to be the question. There is a lot of queens here, but as we've seen many, many times when it's Glaive Adepts, it doesn't quite matter. Shade in, shade out. Can't explain that.
Yeah, Haas maneuvering his shades a little bit awkwardly there, but he can completely bypass these queens if he wanted to. There we have it.
Shade goes in.
Yeah.
Will he commit? I highly doubt it. It would be insane if he does, and so he does not.
Yeah, and interestingly,
Dark is actually making himself a little bit unbreakable here.
Yeah, and I was just going to bring up that Haas, you know, he's committing to this Sky Toss. He's getting a second Stargate, which is an interesting decision, to say the least.
It is, but then again, if you're facing up Ling Bane, it might be the right call. Speaking of Ling Bane, this run-by is actually looking to do a heck of a lot of damage. There are Adepts here, but they do immediately get surrounded. Dark is forced to back off once the reinforcing warp in is in, though. But in doing this, Dark has secured his fourth.
Yeah, he's getting his fourth up. He's transitioning into Roaches. Ooh, just for a moment there, he had Burrow being upgraded, but it does cancel that. So he will be transitioning into Ling Bane Roach, which will be quite nice. He doesn't really have an answer to the Phoenixes that Haas is slowly starting to accumulate, but oh my god.
Queens.
Yeah.
Dark, what are you doing? There's nothing to bombard here. Okay, maybe a shield battery, but yeah, missing a lot of these Adepts and actually getting a lot of his Banelings picked off. The Adepts are starting to bunch up, trying to get a nice little choke point here, but it's not going to be enough. Dark is relentless right now, but Haas falls into cavalry.
Yeah, he's forced to show his hand, and he reveals his mass Phoenix that he has been slowly accumulating over the course of this game. And again, this is a good thing for Dark. He now knows that this is happening. Previously, he was trying to hide this tech, and now Dark will be able to respond accordingly.
Does that infestation pit seem quick to you, Light?
I'm pretty sure it was a response to the Phoenixes. He may be going for infestors. I'm not sure.
I imagine it'll be for fungals, especially when all of these Phoenixes, they do tend to bunch up quite a bit. What else are you gonna do right now if you're facing Phoenixes? If you're Dark, that is. Dark, who has no anti-air other than Queens.
Oh my god. There's no wall. There's no wall. He gets in.
He does get in, but he goes out. Can't explain that. Okay, you can't explain that. He was grouping up his forces.
Yeah, like Haas, he just lost so much of his ground army. He just didn't have it in position. And
manages to take off so many probes here, and by so many I mean 4. Does start to get that lift, but actually Graviton is on cooldown for a lot of Haas's Phoenixes. 16 drones.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, the Bane's hit, and Haas getting pulled apart a little bit.
I guess that's why you don't lift up every single Zergling.
Yeah, he wasted so much energy lifting up Zerglings that he didn't have enough energy to lift up all the Banes after. And in the end, like Dark, he doesn't even need to address the Phoenixes. He's like, you know what, you can stay up there. I'm just gonna kill you with Ling Bane. Like,
you stay up there. I'm gonna conquer the ground. And that's the hive. Exactly. We were wondering what Dark was gonna go for with his infestation pit, but it's not gonna be infestors, at least not yet. Quickly going into the hive. What is the call gonna be like?
He's just gonna commit to the ground force. He's just gonna go ultras. Like he is known for his ultraless. Dark is, and you know what? You can't lift ultras.
So that might
It's
be
true,
the
you
solution.
can.
This base is under siege, but so many force fields. These sentries are the real MVP here.
Oh my god, it's so low. The
A lot of
Baileys could crash into it.
They could. A lot of the Banelings are being CC'd, but they do manage to get in. And this third is once again being denied.
Again, Haas, I think it came down to his energy. Like, he tried to pick up all the Banelings, but 3 do manage to get through, and they just crash into the Nexus. And Haas, he just hasn't really been able to do anything with these Phoenixes. They've been forced to stay at home.
You freaking called it. I cannot believe what is being made right now for Dark, but it's actually kind of the right call.
Yeah, it makes sense,
when
right?
Is this dedicated to Phoenixes, you may as well get the Ultra List.
Exactly, they can't lift Ultras. Big brain play. Look at that.
Big brain. Look at these Queens. They're starting to pick off so many of these Phoenixes. The Spores are just going to clean up whatever remains. That's not... Aww. I wanted to see the Ultras light.
He didn't even get the Ultras out, but that's what I mean. Like,
didn't even complete.
Dark didn't even care about the air army. He didn't care about the Phoenixes. Like, he was just winning the ground army the entire game, and that's all he needs. And exactly, what a big brain play. Going for Ultras, they can't get lifted up by Phoenixes. It's perfect. It makes so much sense.
You know what, Light? Your units can't be lifted by Phoenixes if the tech for them doesn't complete, if the game ends before then.
True.
Wow, Dark. That was a little bit of concern because Dark going into today was absolutely the favorite, but in the first match got 0-2'd immediately by parting. He's 2-0'd every single opponent he's come across so far, other than parting. This is the world champion. The final boss, if you will.
Yeah, he had a shaky start, and everyone was doubting him after that first series. He lost 0-2 to parting, and everyone was like, "Whoa, like what's happening? Like, is he jet lagged? Is he a little bit sick? Like, what's happening with Dark?" But no, exactly. I think he was on the main stage having an interview with Smix, and he was like, he was kind of upset, like after losing that series, and he just let it out on all of his opponents, and he's just been crushing it today.
Absolutely dominant performance by our champion.
GG.
GG. I do kind of wish that we could get. I do kind of wish that we are able to interview because I kind of want to. I would kind of like to speak with Dark, kind of get his thoughts. Yo, that was a quick series. How are you feeling? How do you feel about it?
Yeah. I do feel like he was pretty dominant throughout that series, and I'm looking forward to see how he performs throughout the rest of not just the day, but throughout the whole tournament, right? He's one of the favorites to win. He's the world champion. Like,
we do get confirmation now. Haas is officially eliminated from Katowice. And it looks like we'll have a bit of time on our hands while we wait.
Yeah, a bit of a shame that Haas does get eliminated. Again, though, he did perform pretty well. He did take a couple of good maps. His series against Parting was amazing. He played it out really well. And yeah, we still have to see how the rest of this round goes to see whether there are any tiebreakers that are needed, as the top 3 players will make it out of this group.
That they will. All right.
Yeah.
Have we anything else out there?
I was gonna say that looks like Dark is poised to come out first, and Deer, Parting, and Stats, they're looking pretty tied up right now. It does depend on who wins and who loses their next games to see whether we need a tiebreaker series or not. And even if we do get a tiebreaker, depending on how many we need, like we may cast it, we may not. Depends. B stream does get priority as well as the mainstream, so it's kind of up in the air right now whether or not we will continue to cast this group. We will, regardless, we will be here for Group B, which is scheduled to start in 2 hours.
The two of us most likely won't be casting that. However, we will switch it off to our late night casters by the name of Steel Mold and Quirky, it seems like.
Yeah. So for those who, I'm sure we've got a lot of new viewers. We haven't really addressed it here on our Twitch channel, but we do have a team of casters. We have myself, Live VIP, we have Yakuzaku, we have Quirky, who's an Australian caster. I'm from Australia myself. We have Steel Mold, who is from Israel. We have Yoda Slim from Texas, America. And sometimes we have a couple of guest casters like Dally Cat and Milk and Cookies. But we're a team. We play amateur like tournaments. We run our own events, as well as cast what we can as well.
That we do. I feel like you just gave the full pitch, and I have nothing to add.
Yeah, I mean, we've been around for a while
Exclamation mark Discord. That's it. That's all I got. Just put exclamation mark Discord in the chat, and you'll get our Discord server. That's all I got. That's all I got to add to that.
If you recognize our name, CranKy Ducklings, we did start off years ago as Crank, Crank's sub clan. Yep. Yeah, Crank fans. Crank being the Korean pro gamer. He used to be on Axiom. That's where we kind of started off, and then
now he's a caster.
Yeah, as he transitioned from streamer into Korean caster, that's kind of when we also made our transition, and we branched off and we started running, amateur events, as well as providing English coverage for other tournaments. And yeah, since then, we've grown. We still support Crank very much. Some people
Crank
get a little bit
confused. The only sub that I have. I'm not even subbed to the CranKy Ducklings channle, but I'm subbed to Crank.
Yeah. A lot of people get confused and they're like, "Oh, hey, does Crank like run your organization?" We're inspired by him, like we cheer for him, but he's his own entity now, But we are like, it's pretty cool. Like we still like catch up with Ollie and stuff. Like it's cool to see like him grow as a Korean caster. It's a bit of a shame that he doesn't cast in English anymore. We're a bit sad about that,
but that's where we come in.
Yeah.
Whenever we're in an event together, I always just have to say, "Hey, Crank."
Yeah, and it's cool as well because like Crank, he's casting this in Korean right now. Like it's cool that we're kind of doing this together. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, but anyway, I guess we will be going on a break. We will update everyone on whether or not we're going to be casting any more series in this group. Of course, if you want to watch some more StarCraft, check out Grant's on the B stream. Check out the main stream. We'll post links in the chat. And yeah, we'll keep you updated on how this group goes.
Stay tuned.